everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Legal World. Myself Dr. Seema Goyal. Today I am going to start a new series on administrative law. In this series, we will discuss various chapters of administrative law one by one. Today in this video, I am going to start with an important concept of administrative law, that is concept of separation of power. If we talk about the concept of separation of power, it is one of the most important principle of administrative law that is essential to maintain the rule of law in a society, to maintain law and order in the society. It is essential. If we talk about the separation of power, our governmental functions has been divided under the three heads, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. Here the legislature is the law making body, executive, that is the authority to execute the law, and the judiciary to maintain law and order in the society, that is responsible to maintain law and order in the society. So these all the three organs, legislature, executive and judiciary, are working independently to each other. They can't interfere in the functioning of other organ. Legislature cannot interfere with the powers of executive. Executive cannot interfere with the powers of judiciary. So they are working independently. If we talk about legislature, legislature means law making body. In India, there are two legislative bodies mainly, that is the parliament and state legislature. If we talk about parliament, it has three organs, three parts. पार्लियामेंट के तीन भाग कौन से हैं? लोकसभा, राज्यसभा एंड प्रेसिडेंट. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट लोकसभा, दैट इज द लोअर हाउस. राज्यसभा is the upper house, and third one is president. By combining all these, that is known as parliament. If we want to make a central legislature, you want to make a law for whole of nation, then legislature is made by the parliament. जब भी हमें पूरे देश के लिए कानून बनाना होता है तो वो पार्लियामेंट में पास करवाना पड़ता है. पार्लियामेंट इज द प्राइमरी लेजिस्लेटिव बॉडी दैट is authorized to make the law for the whole of the country. यदि हमें किसी पार्लियामेंट में कानून को लाना है तो कैसे लेके आते हैं? That is presented in the form of bill. In the form of bill, it can be presented in either of the house, whether in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. After passing by majority from one house, it is presented to the other house, and by the other house, it must be passed by the majority of 2/3. And after passing from both the houses, it must be signed by the president. And after signing by the president, it becomes a statute. And that is the procedure to frame the law by the parliament. Similar procedure is adopted by the state legislature. For the state legislature, there are also three organs: legislative assembly, legislative council, and governor. If we want a statute for a particular state, then it is passed by state legislature of that state. उसमें भी क्या करना होगा? There is a similar procedure that is also presented in the form of bill in either of the house. Here the state legislature, in the state legislature, legislative assembly is the lower house, legislative council is the upper house, and in place of president there is the governor. So in the form of bill, that bill must be presented in either of the house, whether in legislative assembly or legislative council, and it must be passed by majority of 2/3 by that house, and after passing from both the houses by 2/3 majority, it must be signed by the governor, and after signing by the governor, it takes the form of statute for that particular state. This means laws made by the parliament is applicable to whole of India, while the laws made by state legislature is applicable only to that particular state. And apart from this, there is also a secondary legislature also. that is known as subordinate legislature, delegated legislation body. Here the power is delegated by the parliament to the executive authority, that is known as delegated legislature. मीन्स लॉ मेकिंग पावर इज, जो पार्लियामेंट के पास है वो अपनी पावर को डेलीगेट कर सकता है, किसको? एग्जीक्यूटिव को. तो दिस मीन्स हियर द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर जो मैंने अभी आपको बताया है, दैट इज नॉट रिजिड, दैट इज फ्लेक्सिबल. दिस मीन्स लेजिस्लेचर कैन डेलीगेट इट लॉ मेकिंग पावर टू अदर अथॉरिटी, एग्जीक्यूटिव अथॉरिटी. जनरली concept of separation of power is followed in India, but it is flexible. Generally, it is said that these all the organs, legislature, executive, and judiciary, are functioning independently from each other. No one can interfere in the functioning of other. Legislature cannot interfere with the functioning of executive. Executive cannot interfere with the functioning of judiciary. They are working independently, but they can delegate their power to the other authority as per their convenience by using the provisions of constitution. So that is all about the concept of separation of power. If you have any doubt, then put down in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. And in the next video we will discuss about the another concept of administrative law. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel for further updates. Thank you.